It's Friday, the 15th of July, Property Chat with Ken and James Hume. Welcome everybody. Post-Brexit, here we are. James, we've had quite a busy week considering.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a few sales fall through, but I mean, we've tied some back together and we've had another couple tie-ups. I mean, it's not all kind of negative news.
Yeah, absolutely. And the big news this week?
That'd be interest rates.
Indeed, they've been held at 0.5%. We expected them and have been predicting for some time that they'll drop them by a quarter point to 0.25%. However, it's not all bad news, James.
No, we've had HSBC offer their lowest 2-year fixed rate, which is now below 1%.
That's incredible, isn't it? I mean, below 1% interest rates. You know, that's for a fixed rate, incredible over 2 years. And I believe the 5 and 10 year long-term fixed rates are quite good as well.
Yeah, the 5 and 10 year are now kind of down to 3.16 and 3.46%, so quite impressive there as well.
Again, record breaking.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so it's amazing. So although, you know, the market can be a bit bad in some respects, if you look at it that way, the other side of it is money is cheap and affordable. What we've also found is that buyers, yes, they're fewer in number, but so are sellers, and this is equalising things. So, you know, things are still moving. We still have buyers, we still have sellers, so don't worry everybody, the market's not falling off a cliff. And actually, it's probably the best time in the last 10 years to think about buying because, you know, you will get yourself a good deal.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, other news. Lifting the lid on China's toilet-shaped tower. This is hilarious. I mean, you just got to look at this block in China. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a bit of a strange one.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe an architect has designed it this way, but you're going to see on the screen, it's very funny. And it actually does look like a toilet, if you ask us. So I can't believe that actually happened. House of Lords have been debating house building, as usual. They're saying that we're not building enough homes. That's not a surprise, is it, James?
No, not too much surprise there, to be honest.
I mean, you know, they've been talking about it for a long time, and it doesn't matter how many houses they build, it's not going to be enough, and especially here in London. And then they come along with all this crazy legislation saying that landlords are at fault and landlords are the problem and everything else. And frankly, some landlords have sold up, and that's increased the problem as far as tenants are concerned. There's less availability. A lot of the time we're selling for landlords because they've had enough of the market for one reason or another, or seen meteoric value rises in their properties and just decided to cash in. New landlords haven't necessarily come in and replaced those. And the funny thing is that what Brexit seems to have done is it's reduced interest rates for most buy-to-let landlords, and because people aren't buying new stock in order to rent it out, the rents are still going up.
Yeah.
So actually, if there's any net winner at the moment out of Brexit, it appears to be landlords.
Yeah, it's kind of pushed it in that other direction since the kind of interest rates kind of changed
definitely.
in that kind of way.
Yeah, and it seems as far as the Bank of England are concerned, they say they want to monitor the impact of Brexit before they make a move. I suspect we'll still see that downward fall to 0.25%, and that may even bring more competitive deals. So how you get much more competitive than sub 1% interest rates, I'm not really sure.
Yeah, we'll probably have to wait till that next meeting and see what kind of happens there, but
I think that's right. Yeah, the next MPC meeting will be an interesting one. Everybody will be looking at it. The other one I saw was tips for buyers in the Times. They were saying that, you know, when you look at Rightmove and Zoopla, you know, a lot of these online models say that, you know, we can take you, advertise you on Zoopla and Rightmove. That really misses the point. You know, what Zoopla and Rightmove can't do and these big portals can't do is be the local expert. And that's where a good estate agent can come in and really add value. You know, people when they see a listing on Rightmove or Zoopla rarely buy the one they're looking at. You know, it's normally that they call you, isn't it, James? And then they say, actually, I need a bigger garden because I've got a big dog. And you say, I've got just a thing for you on Pollard's Hill. And then, you know, they go and buy one that's completely unrelated to the one that they considered because you've advised them correctly. And I think that's where local agents can really start to add value, especially now as things, you know, are going to be a bit tougher for sellers. They need an agent that's switched on, knows their market and knows where to guide buyers, you know. And one of the things the article says, which is quite right, is if the agent says, oh, everything's rosy in every house and everything's perfect, you're not going to trust them. You need people that are going to call it like it is. And that's what we do. And that's where we can add value for you if you're selling. What else we got going on, James? Oh yeah, this developer unveiled plans for Britain's smallest house.
Yeah, a bit of a strange one as well. 12 foot wide it's going to be apparently. It's pretty ridiculous, really.
12 feet wide. Amazing. Would you live there?
No, I don't think so.
Well, you know, the thing is it the future? That's the question. Mark Keeley wants to construct a micro house on the High Street in Wheatley in Oxfordshire. I mean, it really will be tiny. I mean, talk about, you know, furniture being the key. I'm not even sure how you get a bed and a seat in there, let alone a cooker and a loo.
With price so high at the moment, there might be a market for it though, really.
It's crazy.
Someone will take it. Will be attracted to it, so.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Well, that's all from us this week. If you're thinking of selling or renting and you need any advice, do give us a call as always. Please like the video and share it with your friends. That's how we get our message across to a wider audience. Thanks for listening and watching.